G'day everyone and welcome to December's Take 5 art collaboration. So Wendy has pulled the prompts out and she has pulled out coffee or tea. So I've got this Fiskars clear stamp set and it is called Latte Love. Okay, I've just put it upside down in there. So I'm going to use these, but I also have a die and it's a coffee cup. So I thought I might actually die cut this out of some brown paper and use that. The second prompt is to use pink. So I've got some Senko Cherry Blossom acrylic paint here and just some white paint. I thought I might just put down a very light shade of pink on my page. The third prompt is to use yarn or lace. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to use yarn or lace, but I have got this here. So this was actually gifted to me by Sylvia. She's in our collaboration as well, and I thought what I might do is cut that out also of my die and do something with the lace. Stamping, I do have Prima Marketing cling stamps just in splats, so I thought I might actually use those as my stamping and add a literature quote. So you'll have to watch till the end to see what quote that I am going to use. So let's get started. So I have gessoed and prepared my page already. So this is my Take 5 art book that I have done, and it's just a normal notebook. So I've actually just used like every second page here. So all the months are in here. And this is one upside down, but never mind. So this is going to be the last one for 2018. Okay, so let's get started and get this going. Now there is 11 other very talented ladies in our art collaboration, and I'll link all their websites down below for you to go and check them out. Of course, if you are playing, don't forget to use the hashtag Take5Art. So I'm just going to give this a coat of paint now, and what I'm doing is just lightening up the pink, but I ended up thinking I could use a couple of shades of pink. So I haven't got anything darker, so I'm just mixing some red and white just to make that little bit darker pink. Once I'm finished, I'll actually just go over it with a baby wipe just to give it that bit of a chick feel as well. Now I'm just going to put my journal aside and I'm just going to cut out this coffee cup here. So I've got this paper by Kay's Craft. All the products that I'm using will be listed over on my website, and that link will be down below as well. I will be using some lace in this, so this is the third prompt of Wendy's prompts, and just going to put just a little bit of lace. Now this lace was gifted to me by the lovely Sylvia from our collaboration. Thanks, Sylvia. Now I'm just going to add some splats to this page as well, and I'm going to emboss it with the Ranger's clear embossing powder. But first of all, I'm just going to go through and just have a look at the colours. So I was going to do pinks, but I changed my mind and I'm going to do pumice stone in the Distress Oxide.
because the first prompt is either coffee or tea, I'm going to stamp on some coffee beans all over the page, but I'm also going to stamp a border around with coffee beans as well, so that'll help finish off the page. Did decide, as well as the lace, that I'm going to use some yarn as well, and this is fine crochet cotton that I've got in white. Now whenever I want to colour it, I usually use my Distress Oxide ink, just spray a little bit of water, mix it all through and then just dry it off with my heat tool. So that way, by having white cotton in my stash, I can have whatever colour cotton that I want. Now I did decide to make some swirls with my PVA glue here, and I decided not to dip my string or my yarn in glue because it is Distressed Oxide colour. I didn't want to run the risk of this being accidentally put in the wrong area, because the Distress Oxide colour would go onto my page, so I didn't want it smudging or anything. Give my coffee cup a little bit of shading, so I'm using a distress crayon here in Vintage Photo, and once I just go around the outside, I'm just going to get the baby wipe here, it's a damp baby wipe, and just smudge it around. Recently I actually got some photocopy paper and I did a lot of coffee staining just to have in my stash so I could have it ready. So I'm just going to do my quote here, and my quote is from Hans Christian Andersen, and he actually says here, "Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale." I feel like I am in a fairy tale at the moment, so we've had a really good year. Just ended off, my first granddaughter was born yesterday, so the 30th of December. So really on top of the world. So I'm just going to cut these out individually, and then I'll actually go around the edges just with some Memento ink in Rich Cocoa. So when I finished the quotes here, I just felt that it needed something else on the coffee cup side. And I thought, what better way than rising red hearts from a hot cup of coffee. So I'm just cutting out all these little hearts here to stick down on my page. I hope you've enjoyed this month's Take 5 art collaboration, and thank you to Wendy for picking out some beautiful prompts. I thoroughly enjoyed this. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to check out everyone else's pages, because we all do things a lot differently. If you have enjoyed my process video today, please give me the thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget that notification bell. I also want to thank each and every one of you for supporting my channel this year. Until next time everybody, happy crafting and happy new year.